I said it before and I'll say it again. If you liked Black Cake, especially the flashback scenes of young Covey, you're going to love this. You guys, if you're new here, my name is Ashley, and this is My Sweet Perspective, where I give my take on all things TV and movie related. If it's out, I'm watching it or about to watch it, okay? And you can come here and get tea, all right? But I'm back today to talk about Three Little Birds, which premiered February 1st, 2024 on BritBox. If you don't have BritBox, go right now into the description of this video, click the link to my link tree. It is the top link up there. You will get a 7-day free trial of BritBox on Prime because you need to watch it. Three Little Birds is the story of three friends, well, two sisters and their friend, who embark on a journey from Jamaica to Britain to start a new life. One for marriage, one to leave an abusive situation, and one to kind of follow her dreams. Y'all, when I tell you I'm invested, baby, I'm invested. When I tell you it's giving, y'all know I love a good story. That's what this whole space is really about. When I find something that tells a great story, that's what excites me. And so the idea that we get to further embark on this idea of what happens when Jamaicans kind of leave their homeland and go to Europe. What's their experience like? What was it like for them? What happens? Because I feel like it's so glossed over, especially us being in America. We are centralized really on American history for the most part. That's the emphasis. Now we branch out, and of course we learn other things, but I like that this show is highlighting what that looks like, just how I liked how Black Cake did the same thing, right? And so again, they are embarking on a journey, and we have two sisters, one friend. So we have Leah, who is the oldest sister, okay? We have Shantrell, who is the younger sister, and then we have Hosanna, which is their friend. Shantrell is going to get you together, okay? Shantrell is a passionate person. She is all about her passions. She has this dream to become this famous movie actress, honey, and it's by any means necessary, okay? Whatever I have to do to get that. She lives free. She's not really bound by obligation. And I love that for her. I love her character. She is about what's right, but she does have this need to fulfill whatever her personal desires are. Next, we have Leah, and Leah is dutiful. I can say that after watching the first 3 episodes, honey, because I binged these first 3 episodes. After seeing these first 3 episodes, you can tell that Leah has always tried to do what was right for her family, for her mom, for her siblings, for her kids, whoever it's right for, but very little has she lived for herself. Okay. And so she is actually in a marriage, and she has 3 babies, and she had to leave them behind because that man was going to take her out. Okay. Finally, we have Hosanna, who seemingly, baby, she got secrets. Hosanna got some secrets. Okay. But she is their friend who they want to marry their brother, Alston. Okay. And so we're figuring her out. She's a church girl. Her dad is a minister. And so she's grown up in the church. And for the most part, she's living out those principles that she's learned. She's very judgmental. She's very much not going for this at all whatsoever. Okay. She's not doing it. And so we're kind of seeing how these 3 women are going to navigate their life in Britain. If you have not watched it, go ahead, click the link, sign up, get your BritBox, go watch it, then come back to this video and start right here, because I'm actually going to do a review and recap of these first couple episodes, honey, because it was that good and I watched them. Okay. So the first episode is really their journey from Jamaica to Britain. So like I said, in the little initial impressions, the 3 of them are heading out together, and they are each there for a different reason, but both have this positive outlook, because Britain's got to be great, right? Especially compared to Jamaica. Baby, it's not sweet. It's not sweet like we thought it was, okay? And so they get here. Shantrell again has the dreams of becoming an actress, but she's already scheduled work as a nanny. She's going to be a housekeeper nanny, even though she ain't never cleaned anything. She was a dressmaker back in Jamaica, okay? And clean to the beat. Shantrell, she not playing no games with him. Next, we have Leah, who again was married to a man who was super abusive, honey. Beat her down. Beat her down, spent the money, just very terrible. She'd have to hide money. He'd find it, break the brakes off of her, and basically she had to leave, I think, to stay alive. He said when he got back home, it was gonna be over, honey. She went to the witch doctor, gave him a drink, and she got out of there. Okay, she had to leave her babies, but she got out of there because she's going to work, save up some money, she can get her babies here. Next, we have Hosanna, again, who is a church girl, okay? And she's just going with the hopes of being married, but she is a nurse by trade in Jamaica. But both she and Leah are going to find work in the factory with her brother, Aston, once they get to the UK. So they get there, and he sold them a dream, honey. He done sold them a dream. And so they have to go to London the first night before they go back to his suburb, his town, and basically find out that they're going to be staying in a hovel. Okay. They immediately feel the racism. They immediately feel the grossness of the boarding house where they're going to have to stay, and immediately feel what it's like to be Jamaican in Britain in the 50s or 60s, right? So they get there, they're like, child, okay, it's just for one night. They're going to make the best of it. And so the apparently it turns into a party house, okay? So they thumping, all the people are coming from Jamaica and they are just partying to be on new soil, okay? Shantrell done found her a tall baker, honey, who's fine, okay? But she a little hot tail, okay? And so they're having a good time. Meanwhile, Hosanna is down there trying to preach to the world, honey, that they're sinners and infidels and they cannot enter in doing all this stuff. And Leah, honey, she just trying to find her bearings, okay? Alston has a friend named Gregory, I believe. And Gregory, honey, he want him some Hosanna. He wanted him some her. He wanted her so bad he was quoting Song of Solomon to her, okay? Because he wanted what he wanted, and Alston had to put him in his place. So anyway, that first night, the party gets broken up, gets raided, and Hosanna want to intervene, honey, and tell them they're all good Christian people. Baby, why they lock her up for the night? So now Chantrell's mad because she thinks she's going to miss her 9 a.m. start, and she's got plans, so she need to be there. They get her out in the morning, and they head to the little suburb. They drop Shantrell off at the house, and she is just thinking life is going to be grand, okay? Leah and Hosanna get to the house there, and they get some immediate stuff by who they call the teddy boys in the neighborhood, who are just kind of racist little jerks. But for the most part, the community is nice and welcoming. They start their work, and they're just going to figure it out from here. Meanwhile, Shantrell is working for these folks, and turns out her new boss is a predator. The wife is a monster. He's a predator, honey. Don't really want a black woman in the house. Lied to her and told her that she was going to make a full wage in addition to room and board. Switch it up when she gets there and said that basically, I'm training you for this first month. If I deem you suitable after that, you'll start to get a wage. But right now, you just got a place to live. Okay. Not soon after Shantrell gets there, the husband is all on her. But, she don't want to give him no nanny because... No, I'm not doing it. So much so she got to lock the door, honey, at night. So he's saying, oh, you want to act? Because he catches her playing dress up in the missus stuff. And she's like, yes. And he's like, I'll get you an audition. And I'll take you and do all the things. But basically, he wants some hootenanny before that. And so she's taken to bolting the door down so much so he got to take the door off because he said he need access to her. She tells her little friend across the little road, and the friend says, no, I'll take you. You don't have to worry about that. And I think the girl next door got a crush on her, if I can be honest. Gets there to the audition, honey, and said, we're looking for ladies in waiting. Ain't no colored ladies in waiting. She comes back, tells him, he said, well, if I could have been there, I could have smoothed it over for you, sweetheart. So Shantrell is navigating it, but she's not letting on that nothing's bad when she has her weekly phone calls with Leah. Leah, on the other hand, I mean, they're just acclimating to life there, honey. They go to the church, get put out the church because Hosanna's singing too loud for them folks. They say, you need to find a place to worship with your people. Okay. They go to the bar, you know, that's supposed to be like a spiritual experience. And honey, there's a whole brick fight. The Teddy boys, who are clearly racist, are throwing bricks and really want to take them out. They really want to take the people out. And I'm just sitting there like, what's going to happen, y'all? And so they get away, but meanwhile, she kind of falls for this guy that she's working with, Leah, that is. And so Leah, we know, is still married, right? And so she's kind of carrying on with this man, and we're like, what's going on? So we're going to see how that plays out. And then as far as Hosanna and Alston, they are making their way together. Okay. I think they're growing in love. He finally proposes and she says yes, but she's got some secrets too, because she don't want him to write her daddy. Y'all, that's in a nutshell. I'm not going to go too in depth, okay? But I think I've caught you up to where we are currently. I haven't finished quite all of the third episode, so we will come back and talk about that one. But drop in the comments below if you've watched it. Like I said, I think it's worth getting BritBox just to watch it, and we can always do a deep dive, honey. Drop it in the comments if you want a deep dive into it. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.